Today this is just a time lapse of one of my new paintings that I have been working on for a really long time. It's been about 3 months since I started this painting, and I really had a hard time finishing it or even working on it as a whole. Even in this, I still haven't finished it, but it's just gotten to a point where I'm accepting what it looks like, and I've just kind of gone with it, and I haven't really planned it out a lot. I've just kind of decided as I go what I wanted it to be, what the concept was, and it kind of evolved as I was working on it. So when I decided to paint this painting, I really wanted a very ethereal, creepy almost, but still beautiful piece. I wanted it to have a sort of alien-esque element, so it didn't look quite like a person, a real person, but it didn't look too far from a real person either. So when I was sketching it out and deciding what I wanted it to look like, I kind of looked at lots of reference pictures of really but interesting models, ones that you usually wouldn't see in a usual commercial or anything. And those really, really helped me with a lot of my referencing in this particular artwork. A lot of what helped me as well was I really like anime, so a particular style that I really channeled in this painting was Satoshi Kon and his particular work, Perfect Blue. That really, I wanted to go with kind of you but not you kind of theme, and that's kind of what ended up happening here, and I think it turned out pretty alright. The butterflies in it, I really wanted it to be more were they real, were they not real, were they there, were they just mist, were they a figment of your imagination? It's kind of very up to the viewer and the audience about what you really think it's about and how you connect with it. And I think that really, that kind of style really, I really like that style, so that's what I tried to do in this. I'm a huge fan of a lot of darker works, such as I like a lot of Vincent van Gogh's stuff because he was suffering with a lot of mental illnesses and stuff, so his works have they're super beautiful and super talented and just gorgeous to look at, but underlying that was a lot of issues that he was dealing with, and I love to input those darker elements into my work. Stuff that is right but not quite right, and I really hope to input that into a lot of my work because a lot of my past work is very, very light and almost not flourishing, but just it's full of life, and it's got everything looks alive pretty much. So this is probably one of my favorite paintings that I've painted, mainly because the kind of ideas behind it, I've finally been able to portray them as much as I've wanted to, and as in the way that I wanted to. And I had a period where I never really like I had 6 months where I didn't paint at all, and I was losing practice, and this was the first painting that I did like during that time, or like after that time, and I'm really proud that it turned out this well, because I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not gonna set myself any rules. I'm just gonna try and get done what I need to get done and see what it's like. And yeah, it just turned out how it did, and I'm quite proud. I'm going to be painting some new paintings. I think I'm going to paint a mini series. So I think 3 or 4 little mini like easels, little canvases, and they're going to be of either like moods or like what people, like emotions personified, or like hyper personified, and just given, like engulfed in an element. So if I had anger engulfed in fire, or like sadness engulfed in water, or something like that, something as deep and fulfilling as like something like that. So I really enjoy working with elements, so that's probably what I'm gonna do in the future. In the distant future, I was thinking I could do something like the 7 deadly sins, so like sloth and lust and greed, because all of those are super interesting and intriguing, and I've always loved those ideas, and I think they would be super awesome to put on a canvas. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you will tune in another day. Yeah, thank you. Bye.